Yo, good morning, guys. What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, what a market dump this morning, huh? Already up nicely on the day. Looking to definitely add to it. I had another little short going on here this morning. I just closed it off here when it started to look like we were double bottoming. Basically, at break even. Just had a couple contracts, much smaller size than I traded on this initial drop earlier. But yeah, looking like it's going to be an awesome day today. Lots of volatility out there and so much more volatility to come from what I'm expecting because we have a lot of Fed members speaking today. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 7 Fed members are speaking today. Guys, the watch list has not been sent out. Jonal has no internet where he's at. There's a big storm that came through the area, knocked the internet out. So there's no way for him to send it out. I was trying to get it sent out, but there was just no way I could. I was in these 2 trades this morning. Plus, I was writing up the watch list and then getting everything ready for the stream. So I was unable to send it out. So what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to copy and paste the watch list in the chat, all right, in the DTC Discord. It's completely free. So posting it there right now. All right, so I'm posting it there now. If you want to jump out there and go get that watch list. In 1 second here as I post it, I'm going to post the link in chat there for you. This way, you can jump in there and grab it. So, free Discord. Let me pop out this chat real quick. Yo, Dan, Kevin, good morning, good morning. There you go. There's the free Discord in case you guys aren't in there. I posted the watch list on there now. All right. I won't post it on here because it's just too big with everything. So it'll clog up the chat flow. I don't want to do that. All right. So let me show you real quickly here what I traded this morning. Trading. Here we go. Bang. Okay, so this morning I traded. This is when the all the economical data came out right here. We had this dump. I did not capture anything in that candle. It's just insanity. So I waited for a little bit of support bounce, and as soon as we got this little support bounce here, I started scaling in short in here, and I took profits into this dump fest right here. Held on to some looking for further downside. We did not get it. So when we had this little bounce back attempt here, in this candle here, this one right here, the one at 8:51 a.m., I went ahead and closed out the rest of the trade. So all in all, it was a banger of a trade, up over 4K on that one. And then right in here, when we broke down underneath this upward little trend line, I went ahead and got short again, just a couple contracts this time. Took profits here in front of the low of day. And then I held on to a little piece looking for further downside. We quickly got down here under in front of 360, well, 39.60, sorry. And then we started to bounce off of it. So I closed it off. I said, you know what? I don't want to get caught up in that mess into the start of the day. All right. So I posted the P&L in the Discord. Probably later I'll post it up somewhere else. It's a nice one, that's for sure. Let's get that watch list and let's hop on over to the charts. Trying a little bit of a dimmer light today. Trying to see, what works best. I need to get myself another light that I can put probably somewhere up here. That way I can get some better lighting up in here. Okay, so watch list wise, SPY. Very simple. I am watching the 395 support zone, which we're just bouncing off of. But then I'm watching for this pivot low, all right, to act as an area of resistance, right? This 396.20s, 396.30s area, I'm watching as that can be resistance. It's been resistance this morning in pre-market. So if this area continues to hold resistance, watching for what? Further downside, all right? Next, CNG. What in the world? It's not CNG. What is it? Oh, CING. My bad. So CING. CING with a big gap up here this morning. Very simple, straightforward play. Watching that 170 area, which is right around here. Okay, you could see previous resistance zone, previous support, to see if this area can hold support. Right now, off the bell, it's holding support so far. Okay, it could have room here to $2, which would be your next resistance area. Next, timber, TMBR. TMBR, very simple on this one. Watching the 260 area right up here to see if it can break and become support. If it can, you can get a move on this one. Otherwise, it's not looking the greatest. When I was building the watch list, we were over that level. And then Tesla watching to see if it's going to establish basically like a 190 to 200 little small channel here. See if it trades in that. But if it breaks underneath 190, then watching for that basically almost inevitable drop into the low 180s, okay? So keeping a close eye on that. The bell has rang, guys. There is a lot of potential volatility today, a lot. You have a lot of Fed members speaking today, all right? We already had data that came out. You know, we had core PCE, that came in hot. You had, what else? Personal spending, that came in hot, which is actually, it's a double-edged sword right now. It's a double-edged sword. Then you have PCE price index, that came in a little hot. That was month over month. It came in at 0.6%, expected 0.5. Then you had PCE price index year over year. We were expected at 5.0. Previous was 5.3. We came in at 5.4. So there's a lot going on today with this data, all right? Guys, any questions, throw them up in chat. Good luck out there. I will be watching to see on the ES. Let me hop on over to the ES chart with you. Bang. On the ES, basically going to watch if we get any bounces back into like 39.75 area, this previous low here before we had that nice bounce back. You see how we faded that? I'm looking for bounces back into that level to see if they hold resistance. If they do, then I'm watching short for a drop probably into the 39.40s on the ES. All right, so that's not too bad there from the 70s to the 40s. I'll be watching that. Obviously, if I get short, I'll be taking profits all along the way. So good luck out there, guys. We're in a bit of a big bear flag right now. Let me draw it out here for you. Whoops. It's not the cleanest thing, so I'm not expecting it to hold very much. I would much rather see us bounce back into 39.75 area. All right. All right, let's hop back on over to the split chart where we have equities and the futures all in one. Oh, can you see this? Yeah, you know what? Let me try to make these volume bars thicker. I don't know if I can make them thicker or not. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Oh man. Let me see how I have it, because on my other chart, they're much thicker. I don't see a difference. I don't know why they're so much thicker on one chart and not the other. That's so weird. Is it because of the size of the chart? No, it can't be that. Yo, the beast. Good morning, my man. Mami, yo no puedo comer papa ahora. Ok, ahorita, ok? Papi ahora está trabajando. Gracias, bye. Oh my god. My kid came in. She says that she prepared cereal for me to eat. Oh, can't go eat the cereal now, man. I wish. Friggin', I live for those moments. All right, guys, so far, wow, Tesla getting under that 196 zone. I love you guys. You guys all, like, you all get it. You all get it. I freaking love it. More than Wall Street Shark. All right, guys, so I'm going to be really patient this morning. I have a super good cushion. It doesn't mean I'm going to go out there and trade insane. You know, I caught that super good trade early on when all the data dropped. So I'm definitely going to sit on my hands a little bit here and wait for a good opportunity. And then to protect those gains from earlier in the morning, I will trade a little bit smaller. I was trading a little bit larger at that point. Man, and my wife gave me the Cuban coffee already, man. It was a little early today. You know, from now on, I'm going to be like, when she brings it to me early, I'm going to be like, look, I can't be having this early. I got it. How am I going to show Dan the Cuban coffee if you keep giving it to me before the market opens? I actually enjoy it more while we're trading, sipping on that coffee, than when it's too early. It was too early today. Still enjoyed it, but I couldn't share it with you guys. You know what? That's what it is from now on. That's what it's going to be from now on. Damn it, I was going to do something and I forgot what it was. I'm like solo team today because Joel has no internet. So I'm fielding everything. So I kind of a little bit of a loss. I got lost. I need an assistant. The federal government wouldn't tax me so much. I could hire one. Oh my god, I'm doing taxes tomorrow. What a reminder. It's not shaping up. It's not shaping up. It's not shaping up for a good feeling day. Yeah, they steal money from me tomorrow. Yeah, I guess people say, no, because I pay taxes. Man, you don't pay jack crap. They take that from you. They take it. They take it under threat of violence. Now, you want to say you pay it so you feel better, I'll let you have it, but that ain't the truth. You're not paying jack crap. They're taking it from you. If you don't let them take it, they'll put your butt in jail. All right, guys, so there we're getting that bounce. Wall Street Shark, I would have been done that, but family, man, I got family here. I can't do that stuff. My sister lives like 2 blocks away. My parents live 4 blocks away. I'm not one to move away from my tribe, be it friends or family. If we're close knit, I'm not one to live to move away from the tribe, if you will. So I'm stuck with the federal government stealing my money. The price you pay. All right, guys. So here we got that big move off those lows. Let's see how this 75 area acts into that 80. Oh, are they then? Every afternoon, pretty much every afternoon, almost. I don't want to exaggerate. Almost every afternoon, I take my kid over to my parents' house for a little while, and we just hang out for an hour or two. Ah, we got right up into that 75 zone. It's a little early-ish for me to pull the trigger, so I gotta hold off on it a little bit. If I get another bounce back in there and it's looking weak, I will go after it a little bit. Smaller size. It's still early. There's no point in getting overzealous. There's a big gap down this morning on the SPY. It could get choppy. Oh, really, the beast? That sucks. That sucks, man. On such an important day. Hopefully it comes back soon. Hopefully it comes back online soon. Wow, looks like we're really gonna start to come on down harder here, man. I really wish I would have caught that 75. That happened a lot faster than I expected it to. I thought, with such a big gap down today into such a crucial support zone, it would hold up a little bit more. We get a little bit more of a push, but it's looking like it doesn't want to give us any sort of push. Oh, guys, yesterday, if you were not around for yesterday, what happened there? What happened there then? If you were not around for yesterday, here's yesterday's live trades. I recapped it and put it on the YouTube channel. Hey guys, so tell me, is the image too dark, or are we good to go here? I feel like it's a little bit too dark. I need to get myself one more light. All right, guys. So everything right back down to the lows here. The good thing about this is that if this market's going to truly be weak this morning and give us a good short opportunity, we will have multiple opportunities to, well, get short. It's a little bit too dark. How about now? Man, that 75 we talked about worked right to the T. I honestly didn't think we were just going to give it one tap and then just reverse course, man. I thought we would, you know, get up there, tap it, a little bit of sideways, maybe another little tap. I didn't think it was going to be like tap and insta reject. That's wild. That's a lot of weakness this morning. All right, cool beans, perfect. So I will leave the light at that level. All right, so now that I missed that 75, which I'm not gonna lie to you, kind of bothers, I'm gonna be watching like those 60, 62 area for bounce backs. See if we can reject that level. I can't believe it, man. The SPY, the ES, it went right to those levels we talked about, but it was just there for a split second before folding. It got folded like one of Mike Tyson's opponents back in the day. Yep, big time, man. That's super frustrating. Usually you get up into the level, you test it a little bit, it flirts around. You get opportunity to start entering the position. This time, we just went up there and we were there for seconds. We were there for seconds. And early on, too. It was 940 when that level got tested and rejected, basically. $942. The high was 39.76. I said 39.75 was the level I was eyeing to start getting short. All right, let's see how this bounce back attempt treats us. Watching that 62-ish level on the ES. If we could bear flag more or less around that 62 zone, that could really set up for something nice. Guys, it's been a week full of work, let me tell you. Come on, don't be so weak that you're not going to bounce back at all. That'd be really ridiculous. Wow, bro. Don't dump from here. Get the bounce back so we can get short. Need that light volume bounce back. Ah, we're not. It's not looking like we're getting the bounce back. Yeah, yeah. Remember, with the ES, it's never to. I mean, with any of this stuff, it's ever to the penny. It's always a level, right? So it can you can go as high as 64, right? And that's why I usually start to scale in, right? Like if we get right up into that level and I'm fairly confident we should reject, I'll start scaling in. I'll grab a piece there, and we go a little bit higher, still within that zone. Call it like a little box channel, and the top end of that starts to reject. That's when I'll start to add my full size. I don't always do this, right? I do this when I think I'm possibly a little bit early, and I just have my stop above that resistance zone if I'm short, or underneath that support zone if I'm long. This is going to be a frustrating morning, I think. There's so much we've done nothing but go. We opened up 9 minutes of almost 12 minutes of a little bit of higher price action, and then we just imploded. And just it's a black hole of abyss that it got sucked into. And we have not been able to get off that level. Oh, your stop loss. My bad. I didn't read that correctly. Yeah, yeah. That I mean, it wouldn't be 64 to the penny because I think 64 would be kind of line in the sand area. So if we get up and over that level, that would be the stop loss zone, right? So 65, 66, 67, that would be the stop loss zone, in my opinion. Oh, let's see what happens here. Maybe the SPY gets itself back up towards VWAP. Also, you got to keep an eye on the volume, right? You want decreasing volume as we bounce. That's showing weakness in the buying. That means there's not a lot of people buying that dip. There's not a lot of shorts covering. Why? Because they think we're going to go lower. So you want to keep an eye on that volume. It's so low. We need a little bit more of a bounce. Oh, guys, I think I recorded this morning's trade. That nice chunky one I got. I think I have it recorded. If I do, we'll go over it later. Guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back here. Still haven't gotten that bounce into those 64s, 62s. As high as we got was 60. Looks like that's going to be it, possibly. I mean, hopefully we can still continue forming this little sideways consolidation here at these lows. We can get one good little bounce up here, get like a little fake out that can suck in some bulls thinking we're getting a reversal. All right, let's see. Still no trades for me, guys. I'll show you real quick here on my trading screen. I mean, I have the trades from earlier before 9:30. Right now, just sitting here and waiting to see if we can get that. We got down there, we tested the lows, and we're getting a nice, strong price action move to the upside here. The volume is lighter, But we are setting up for a nice 9 EMA VWAP crossover to the downside on the SPY. Ooh, that got rejected really quickly there off of 95 zone. Let's go take a quick peek at some of the other names. Oh, wow. Tesla provided a really nice rejection of that VWAP, guys. That was a nice setup on Tesla. CING, nothing. Timber. Pretty good volume. Mostly attention's over on the overall market, but pretty good volume on that one. Keep an eye on that Tesla as well. Just gonna leave this little line here, just so that I can use it later if needed. That way I don't have to be right-clicking and looking for it. We've had a couple of bounces into like that 60 zone, 59, and they've been rejected. But I'm really looking for this thing to get up here towards 62, man. But it's not looking like it. Wow. Looks like that low is going to break. The low did break there by a tad. We've just been trading sideways here underneath that resistance. All right, well, I can't be too upset. I made really good money this morning early on. But I would like to get a nice trade again here. No, the beast. Damn, man, that sucks. Well, you know what, man? It might be a better time to just paper trade or go to sleep early. I know it's late over there. Cause you can you imagine you're in a trade and that thing just crashes on you while you're in the trade? If that would not be too kind. So we're getting up there into that 64 area. Gonna start to possibly scale in short here if I get an opportunity. Let's see what we do here. If we could start rejecting that level, that would be nice. Give us an indication of possible weakness. That's a strong looking candle on that SPY. Very strong looking candle. So it's looking like that level is not going to break down just yet. We pushed into, what is that, almost 66. I don't see anything. Consumer sentiment came out 6 minutes ago. Uh, it was forecasted 66.4. We came in at 67. It's not that big an increase from the forecast. It is a bigger increase from the previous, which was 64.9. The thing with that is that it gives the possibilities of soft landing more to it, but still, all that inflation data seemed extremely bearish. Home sales, new home sales came in exactly as previous, which is 7.2. And that's month over month. New home sales came in at 670,000. Expectation was 620. Previous was 625. That's why we're getting, a little bit slightly stronger of a bounce, I suspect. I'm going to give it a shot here. Short from 60. Put out an order down here for the first take. See if we can get it at 53.50. And then I'm going to start getting ready to put out my next orders. A little bit lower. To see if we can get this. If we can get these fills, that would be pretty nice takes. All right, let's see if we can get these. It almost feels like that bounce back attempt is losing steam. And we've rejected 395 again on the SPY, which was previously a tremendous level of support. So I'm looking for this further downside. See if we can get this ES as well down here towards the 40s. Or at least under the 50s. All right, it's looking like maybe we can get that. At least the first take would be nice. There's a lot of potential support that's keeps popping up at 56s. I'm really hoping we can slice through that. If we can slice through that, that's when I think we should get down there to at least test the lows. And I don't know, man. I'm still a little bearish here. I think we got a little bit more downside left. All right, here we go. We broke under those 56s. Let's see if we can sustain that break and get down there towards the lows. We can violate these lows. I think we see a decent sell-off. Jan, what do I think about Tesla? Real quickly, I can't bring it up on the screen because we're sharing that trade that I'm in. It has room if it breaks under 190. 190 support is a support zone on Tesla. 190 is a support zone on Tesla. If it breaks underneath that, it's got room to fall. It could take a few days. It could get down. It could get down into the low 180s. Golly, we just tapped where I'm sitting at with my first take profit, my first cover. And we didn't get it? No, that's bogus. Come on. Give me that 53.50. Don't be like that, market. $54s. I don't see a ton. There we go. Boom. There we go. Let's go. I have one order out here and see if we can get through the lows. I will hold the stop on this just underneath break even. Yep, my pleasure, Jen. We really need to break the lows here on this SPY as well. Because we don't want to see, you know, double bottom-ish type action. We got that 9 MA VWAP cross to the downside on the SPY. Now we need an increase in volume and a break of the lows on the SPY to signal that we could go lower. There's a lot of potential support here at 50. At this 50 mark. That's why I'm sitting right around there for my next take. I'm sitting at 50.75. We got there into the 52s. Like I said, this is a strong support zone. I'm gonna take it up a little bit here to 51.25. See if I can get this next fill. 52s. Come on. Give it up. Give it up. I command thee. There it is. Sucker, listen to me. The market knows what's up. It knows who's boss today. Oh, man. That right there, guys. That right there is the stuff. That's the stuff. That's what it's all made of. Let's get in there. Let's see if we can get this one. Now, this one would be the bonus money. Guys, this is ridiculous. I'm up 4,600 on the day. In change, of course. If I can get this next take, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna close it up for the day and go home. I am home, but I'm just messing around. We're gonna stay here. See if we catch another one. This is ridiculous. What a freaking day. This is why I love these days, like these big macro days. Because if you're patient enough, and believe me, I've had days where I've been impatient on days such as this, but if you're patient enough and you can wait and put yourself in the right position, dude, you could really bang out a good day. You know, the bad thing with days like this is that if you're impatient, you might shoot all your shots too early. You might shoot all your shots too early and you'll just knock yourself out before the day even starts. Now I want to see if we can get, now I'm sitting on bonus, right? This is bonus money here. If we can go a little bit lower here, then it's bonus. It's vacation money. If we start to get a little bit more crazy and we break up and over, like 54s, I might cut it loose and just book that last piece of gain. This is a potential strong area of support. So I'm not going to be overly greedy here. You know what I mean? But if we can crack that 50, we'll be major in the driver's seat. What I'm looking for here really is like a little bit of a panic flush. If I get it, great. If I don't, I'll just take what I have. Because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like that panic flush. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna get it. At least not right now. So I'm just gonna book that game there. And boom. Bro, what a freaking day. What are we doing here today? Oh my God. 49.50 on the day. That's ridiculous. I love days like today. They don't come all that often. They don't come all that often. But when you're patient, you wait, you put yourself in these situations, you know how to manage your risk correctly, you can nail some decent trades. Pumped up. What a freaking way to end the Friday, the week. Short week. Who says you can't make money on short weeks? Freaking love short weeks. All right, guys. So, oh my God, I didn't record it. I didn't record the trade. I mean, you guys saw it live and it's gonna be here on YouTube. But I would have liked to have recorded it because I could have just put it together with everything else and done a recap. I blame Jonah for all this. Him and his stupid internet went down. So I've been doing everything today. It's your fault, Jonah, if you watch this. I didn't record it. Oh my God. I can't believe that happened. All right, whatever. Look, I don't, you could have stayed in that trade still. I decided to use like a mental trailing stop. We got over my trailing stop area, so I exited that last piece. That last piece was an extra add that I did to kind of like get towards that full size on that trade. And sorry. And you know, it's either way. We were in the driver's seat. That last was bonus money. Sometimes I have a hard time allowing the bonus money runner to go all the way back to break even on me. That's a mental thing. I'm working on it. I think if you're not always working on something within your trade, within your trading skills, then there's something wrong. You got to look within. Because I don't care how long you've been doing this. I've talked to traders who've been doing this for 20 years. And they work on things. They're continuously a student of the market and of themselves. So that's one thing I'm trying to work on for myself. Uh, I'll get there. You know, I'll get there because I could still be in this trade with that runner, but I'm not. It's all good, man. It's been a freaking banger of a week. All right, guys. Nice, nice, Dan. You got some profit too? Heck yeah, man. That's what's up. Love it. Guys, anybody else take advantage of this via SPY put options, Tesla put options, MES short, ES short? Anybody else take advantage of this move? Because, man, we talked about this, man. We waited for it and waited, and we freaking caught it. Nice. Two contracts, man. That's some money to be made there. What time is it? Wow, it's already 10:20. Time really does fly. Oh, you know what, Jan? Let's go take a look at that Tesla for you again. Oh, wow. Tesla actually holding that low as a SPY cracked the lows of the day. That's actually pretty impressive, but I still think it goes lower. Boom, boom, boom. Let's take a quick peek here. What do we got going on? Got 23.6 Fibonacci lining up just above VWAP in that 195 zone. You know, if Tesla were to get, you know, if it were me, and this is the trade here, and I've done this one a bunch of times, there's recaps all over YouTube. If it was me and I would have gotten short Tesla here or bought put options here on Tesla, right? I would have set my stop here. First take profit zone was met, which is in front of the low of day. Okay. Now the stop is still, in my opinion, still remains here, right? You're short from up here. It's all good. And you already booked some profit. Now, if you break the day's low, more profit zones to take, okay, as you break down. And then hold on to some to see how low you can go. You can use the 9 EMA as a trailing stop, okay? You could use the 9 EMA as a trailing stop right now. I typically don't when I trade this setup, right? I allow this kind of to work itself out some, and I'll just stop out here. If I stop out here, let's call it just above this VWAP zone, then, you know, it might be a small red trade, right? Because you're short from here, took some off here, or you bought puts up here, you sold some down here, whatever the case is, right? You took advantage of the downside move. This is the first take profit zone. So next take profit zone really could be, man, you got a lot of room to the downside here. Could be as you break the low here, you can get some off in the 192s, then the 191s, 192 zone, 192 zone. And then hold on to a little piece there, a little run, or see if it wants to give you some massive move. But, oh, as we're talking about it, break the day's low. Freaking ES is back to the 39.50 zone. That 39.50 has a lot of, oh my God, I just saw 110 contracts. You had a lot of contracts on the bid there at 39.50. All right, but there you go, guys. That's you're starting to get into that next take profit zone, the mid 192s. All right, the mid 192s on Tesla. You're to hit 192.80s. You're getting there. $107 with MES today? Heck yeah, man. That's what's up. Let's go. Pump it up. Nice. Proud of you. Proud of you, Kim. Keep it up. Hope to break it and take the retest later. Nice. Yeah, good stuff there on that trade, Jan. I mean, if that's what you were trading earlier, that's a textbook setup. We've gone over it here in the stream, so if you saw it and you took it, pat yourself on the back. That is good execution. All right, that's good execution there. I mean, it doesn't get any cleaner. Identifying that setup there is stuff of a more advanced trader at this point. A novice trader would probably not notice that and would probably, even if noticed, be scared to enter it. Whether you were paper trading it or you took it in the real account, you got your first and second take profit zones were met. So good job. All right, guys, let's hop back on over to the SPY real quick, see what kind of action we're getting there. Ooh, we didn't crack the low here. We didn't crack the low. All right, so if you're short here, you took profits along the way. The stop zone, similar to the Tesla trade, I would hold above, you can hold it above this previous pivot right here, above this 395 and give it some room because of the intense volatility we have. But if you're in put options and they're short dated, you're probably going to get crushed there, okay? Especially as time progresses and you start to begin to lose that time value. So if I were in put options, I'd probably just leave it at VWAP just above that 395 just because of that. This is really why I kind of gravitated more towards trading futures again, because you don't have to worry about friggin' time value or none of that nonsense when you're trading futures. If your risk tolerance doesn't allow you to trade the ES because of the $50 per point moves, then like Kim and Dan were talking, MESs. The MESs. You trade 3 MESs, micros, okay? Those are the micro ESs. You take three of those. I took 3 ESs. Okay? I took 3 ESs. That means my risk was $150 per point. It's $15 per point if you're taking 3 ESs. And if you get yourself a nice move, you could still make $100, $80, $150, depending, where you got your takes. So you can still participate in that, and you can learn to trade the futures, and you can basically take advantage of the same types of moves you would have with the SPY options without a care in the world about dates, right? Strike dates, strike price. You wouldn't have to worry about strike price. You wouldn't have to worry about expiration dates. Okay, you wouldn't have to worry about any of that. You've seen me here take trades that have taken me 45 minutes to reach targets or get stopped out, sometimes even a little bit longer, without a care in the world, right? Because you don't have to worry about any of that other nonsense. If you're interested in, learning to trade futures, the prop firm I trade with, they have 65% off for life right now on the accounts, and anything from the $25,000 to the $300,000 accounts. Okay, there it is in chat. Absolutely, Wall Street Shark. Absolutely, and for new traders as well, because if they just start to learn with that, it sounds, you know what it is? It sounds intimidating. And I remember when I was new, I was intimidated by just the idea of trading futures. And don't get me wrong, if you're not disciplined enough to stop out of your trades, you can't hold bags in this. You can't hold bags in this. If you're not disciplined enough to stop out of your trades, futures is not for you. Not now, anyways. You have to be able to stop out. You have to be able to stop out. I might just leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything else about it. Exactly, Dan. With trading the micros, let's say you're comfortable trading 1 ES contract because you're okay risking $50 per point move. Okay, but you're not comfortable risking $100 per point move. So you're comfortable risking $50 per point move. Go and get 10 MESs. This way you can scale out of your trade and even scale into it, right? Yeah, that's perfect, Dan. See, guys, if you're not disciplined enough to stop out on mental stops, right? Because maybe you get caught deer in the headlights type stuff, then hard stops. Identify your stop zone. Remember, the stop zones, if you're short, are just over resistance that you identified. If you're long, they're underneath support that you identified. If your support is at $100, you cannot set your stop loss at 100. You cannot set your stop loss at 99.50 because the chances are that stock's going to move $1.50 at a time, right? So boom, underneath the stop zone. Remember, it's not to the penny. It's a zone. Just because support is at 100 doesn't mean that you're not going to slap 99, put a wick into it, and then jump off of it, right, and move to 110. That's when you hear people say, oh, they were fishing stop losses. No, your stop loss was just in the wrong spot. It's just in the wrong spot because it's not to a penny. It's to the area. It's to the area. Remember, I was wanting to get short at 62. I said 64-ish could be, you know, the top end. Well, guess what? We went a little bit higher than 64-ish. Where do we go to? 550. 65.50. It's not that far-fetched. It's not that far-fetched from there. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we would have gone all of a sudden 70, 71, and then bam, rejected, that's weird. That's weird. So you want to make sure you set those stop losses in the right area. And if you're not disciplined enough to use the mental stops, right? Or you're not confident enough to use the mental stops, or you just don't feel comfortable using them, period, you put the hard stops like Dan says. You guys saw, I'm pretty sure I put a hard stop on this last trade. I know today, at some point, I've used a hard stop. Don't ask me when. I've taken like 3 or 4 trades in total because I traded early before I was even live on the stream. So at some point today, I had a hard stop out there. Why? Because the trade was prolonging itself. It was taking longer than, 6 minutes. It's prolonging itself. I was moving around, so I put a hard stop and I went about my business. All right, guys, so we're just grinding those lows. I'm all out of everything. Show you real quickly here. I have no trades on. Okay, there's that resistance line we had drawn. I have no trades on. I'm actually starting to get tired. It's been a week. It's been a week. It really has. Dan says, for me is also, I sometimes get distracted by my job, so I need to stay safe. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Yeah, hell yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what I tell people who think that there's out there, there's manipulation in the market. Don't get me wrong. But people who are out there who think their stops are always getting fished, put your stop down a little bit lower or a little bit higher, right? When you're putting that hard stop out there, think about it like this. Look, man, I hate to say it this way. All right, guys, I hate to say it this way, but think about it like this. Where's the dumb money putting their stop? Don't put it there. I hate saying it that way. I really do. And it's not a knock because it's not that it's dumb money. It's uneducated money. It's uneducated money because people refuse to get educated. Why do people refuse to get educated? 2 reasons. 2 simple reasons. Number 1, they refuse to go out there and just learn, trying to find all the free information that's out there. It's going to take you that much longer. It's going to take much longer that way. Or they refuse to spend, $500, $300, $1,000 on a good, solid, foundational, right, and advanced curriculum that will curve, 6 months to a year of searching for information and condense it so that they can learn it and apply it within like 3 months. They'd rather go out and lose $5,000 trading penny stocks or trading options on Wall Street Bets Forum. They'd rather go lose that than spend a few $100 on a good educational system. And then that's why. That's the majority of people out there. Remember, guys, the majority of traders fail, and it's for those two reasons. They don't want to get educated. They refuse to. So you got to think to yourself, okay, where is this uneducated money putting their stop loss at? Don't put it there. You guys ever seen The Office? You ever seen The Office and you've seen Dwight? He's like, I ask myself, what would a moron do? And then I don't do that. And that's not saying that the uneducated trader is a moron. I'm saying they're just an uneducated trader. They're not an educated trader. They're uneducated. So therefore, you, who are already a step above them because you're listening and you're watching and you're trying to learn, you got to think, what are they doing? Let me not do that. But Sam says, hey, Jesse, do you ever trade before the U.S. market opens when you trade futures? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Not often. I typically will do those types of trades or trade that time frame. Usually it's after 8:30 when big time economical data is dropping. I won't do it just for the heck of it. Today, for example, we had that, and I was able to capitalize. You see this move, this little candle right here? I was able to capitalize in here. I got short and I took profits as we dropped. And it was a banger of a trade. So yeah, I do that. I do. I think this market crash is worse than 2008. Baba says, Baba bro, I disagree with, but that's a fine. Gotcha says, grilling any steaks this weekend? You know, I don't know, man. I gotta freaking go do taxes tomorrow for last year. Well, I'm not sure I'm gonna be in a grilling kind of mood after that. What is Furkan says, yo, Jesse, do you offer mentorship of any kind? Yeah, Furkan, you have two ways of doing that, right? The first one is when you become a DTC student, meaning you go through my courses. There are options there for individual private one-on-one sessions. Okay, you can learn more about that here, where you have my day trading courses. All right, right here. And then at a more non-private yet private, you can come on over here to the channel, and you see where it says join right here. You click join, okay? And then pick VIP live mentorship. And this will get you, it's $24.99 a month. You're gonna get everything that's in the VIP member. You're gonna get that, plus you're gonna get once a month, 1 hour private live stream, meaning it'll only be for VIP live mentorship students, right? So it'll be a group of us. Right now, there's no one in there because I just launched that when I started to stream. And this is probably the second or third time I've mentioned it. So there's no one in there. You could be the first. All right. So yeah, those are the two options. Neil, see you Monday. Hope you had a good week. All right, Aaron, have a good one. Enjoy the weekend. Yeah, I know, you know, as we start to progress on Friday like this and going closer to 11 a.m., people really start to drop off because of the simple fact that they want to get a jump on the weekend. An intelligent trading course can save you years of failure and a ton of cash. Absolutely. Yes. I wish more people would understand that. You know, I really wish more people would understand. Do you know how difficult? I mean, you have to know, guys, how difficult it is to come in as a blank slate and then go out on YouTube and watch 10 different traders and then dwindle that down to possibly 3 to 5 traders you have learned to respect and believe that you like their strategies. And then eventually, condensing that down to 1 or 2 traders that trade the same type of strategy and then try to learn from all their videos. That takes years. That takes a solid 2 years at least At least two. I've talked to people who are 3 years in and they still have not understood how to trade a consistent strategy, how to manage risk consistently. It happens. So a good course, right? A good solid course will curve that. Bro, oh my God. I would say 90%. I would say you could, it's not that you're going to go through the course and in 3 months you're a profitable trader. I mean, if you're freaking a prodigy, yeah. But otherwise, no. But you're going to learn a strategy. And then it's all up to you how you can emotionally manage your risk correctly and execute upon these trades. Remember, you have to understand you're going to trade patterns, okay, that are going to work beautifully for a whole week sometimes even 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden that pattern dries up and it no longer works. It doesn't work for like another month of nothing but chop. And in that month, you can give back almost all those gains because you fail to realize the pattern's not working. All right, that's number one. And then number two, you can fall into revenge trading. You can go on tilt. So you can literally be a good chartist, meaning you can grab a chart and identify support, resistance, what the stock could do over the next 2 weeks. And you could be right an amazing amount of time, okay? But you can't execute for the life of you because of the psychological aspect. Once you learn that, it's all about psychology. Once you learn technical analysis and you learn, let's call it textbook, how to manage your risk, it's all psychology. That's why in my course, I implemented, a psychology portion that includes day trading in a simulator and then how to graduate yourself from the simulator and how to attack that, how to transition from that simulated environment to the live trading and then how to go from there. Yep, that's Dan. I love that because see, this is why I love talking with you guys. I didn't like kind of connect that. So think about that, guys. So what'll happen is you'll learn how to chart, okay? And you'll learn, basically you'll be a good textbook trader. Like if you could take a test on trading and bang, you're gonna knock it out of the park. But then you can't execute, right? Because psychologically, you're not there. You haven't been taught how to use psychology in the trading aspect, right? And how to implement discipline. Those two things, once you learn how to trade, okay, learning to trade or learning technical analysis is not difficult. It's textbook stuff, okay? But discipline and psychology portion, that makes up a huge portion of your potential success or failure. If you don't get those two down, it's game over. It's over. Okay? It's all over. So you have to be able to take those two things and work them properly. So what happens is, what Dan was alluding to there, is the simple fact that then you think, oh, this strategy is no good. So you jump onto another strategy. You spend a year on that one, the same results. This strategy sucks. Spend a year on that one, same results. Jump onto another strategy, same thing. The market's rigged. No, it's not. Yes, it's rigged. But no, it's not that it's rigged that's causing the failure. The failure at that point is coming from a lack of discipline and a lack of trading psychology. Because you already learned how to trade, but you're lacking these two things. All right, guys, I'm tired. I don't want to talk anymore. No. I'm messing around. I am tired. Like, I feel like this week, we've earned our money. Like sometimes it just comes easy. Nah, this week we've earned that sucker. Yeah, like look how sick, guys, there's people out there, maybe you're one of them watching this right now, that you have so many indicators. Look, I'm going to erase everything on this screen. Look at the only technical indicators I tend to use. VWAP 9 AMA. At times, I'll throw out my fib level. That's it. Apart from that is, just a regular line, or if I identified a bear flag or something like that, okay? But technical indicators that are stagnant, always on my screen, VWAP 9 AMA. That's on the 3-minute, 15-minute, hourly, I don't care. That's what's on there. On the daily, 100-day, 200-day, 50-day. That's it. Always volume, because you need that for your price action. That's it. You don't see Bollinger Bands. You don't see MACDs. You don't see 3 sets of exponential moving averages. Like, you're not seeing here the 9, the 12, the 15. None of that nonsense. You want to know why? Because they all line up in the same freaking vicinity, more or less. There's no point in having them all. There's no point. Pick one. Pick one. Leave it on your screen. This way you get away from paralysis of the analysis. I'm giving away too much free information here today. It's too much. It's too much. Giving away way too much free information here today. I fully expect Joel will text me in a little while and be like, "Hey, yo, guy, do you want to give away the course completely for free?" No, I just really hope that you guys appreciate some of this info. But see, this is the thing, right? That I'm saying, that you can get a lot of this information, but it's all going to be scatterbrained, right? It's not in a step-by-step guide. It's not in a curriculum. That's the difference. Because you don't know how to piece it together. For the most part, somebody watching this after the fact, brand new to trading, they're like, "Oh, let me watch this live stream." So people do that. They watch the live streams after the fact. You wouldn't know how to piece all this together. It's a jigsaw puzzle without a picture. You have no idea where to go. Don't feed me to the alligators. Yeah, Jeffrey, yeah. So, we got the SPY. Guys, I'm not doing any recaps or lessons today because I'm pretty damn tired. And I think we already did a lot as far as that comes. Guys, on the SPY, you have yourself one of these bear flag formations. All right, you got yourself one of these little bear flag formations going on here. That's the pattern we have. That's the trade you have right now. I'd keep an eye on that. Not a bad area to get puts or short with a stop over that bear flag formation. If you were just to enter this trade now, first take profit zone is down here. All right, see that? Got it? Get it? Good. Boom, gone. You remember earlier well, yesterday or the day before, how I mentioned, guys, you'll be able to see patterns quickly as time progresses. Look how quickly. And that's possibly one of the hardest ways to see a bear flag, because most people they fail to realize there was price action here. There was. It's just in pre-market. I think I'm done on the day, guys. Let me see what my accuracy was today. I don't really check this out, but it doesn't show me my accuracy? What the hell? Wait, what's going on here? Yeah, it's about 75%. I love that. The other day I heard somebody say, what was the nonsense they said? I think they said that accuracy in the 70s is not that impressive. And it's kind of like a intermediate trader. At that moment there in time, I knew they were completely full of crap. Completely full of crap. Because they were alluding to that a professional trader has an accuracy of 90s. No. What freaking, what utopia of trading are they living in? A professional trader's accuracy is in the 70 and over percentile. The 80s, people don't really hold on to that very much. You can have a month where you have an 80% accuracy. I've had those a month. That's it. Generally speaking, my accuracy is in the 60s, but my risk to reward parameters are generally pretty damn good. The only time I ever get myself in trouble is when I get chopped. That's why I always tell you guys, I absolutely despise the chop. The 9 exponential moving average. I hope Joel's not watching this. The 9 exponential moving average is a momentum-based indicator. Right now, there's momentum to the there was momentum to the downside very, very, very nicely. You can see how that 9 AMA was holding resistance. Now we're trading in and out of that 9 AMA because we're trading sideways. So right now, that 9 AMA is 100% irrelevant. Now, if we start extending towards the downside, that 9 AMA starts to curve and follow along. You can use that 9 AMA as a form of a trend line or a trailing stop. But it's momentum based, meaning if you're just trading sideways, let me make sure you guys are seeing the same chart. If you're just trading sideways, that 9 AMA might as well not even be there. Now, if you're trading up or down, very, very clean action, then that 9 AMA can be used because it is a momentum-based indicator. It's going to show you basically the momentum that you have right now. Man, that 50 is really holding up strong. I think it breaks, but I don't think we're going to get that panic flush that I was looking for earlier. I'm not in anything. I'm not taking another trade. The only way I would take another trade is if I went over to the MESs to try to make a couple bucks on smaller size, but I don't really want to do that. I have to change all the stuff on my chart here to MES because I have to change it on the 3-minute, on the 60-minute, on the daily. It sounds like a lot more work than it really is. I'm just being lazy. Yeah, that would be the safer route to go with that 50 mark. There's so many contracts that keep popping up there in 49, 50 area. They're really trying to keep that up as support. I think it breaks. I think it breaks. We already broke. Well, briefly anyways. We're still in that bear flag. No, Wall Street Shark, I just stay with the ES. I've never traded NQ. Honestly, I don't want to go learn how many points it deviates when your PNL. I don't care. You know, this is the craft. I don't have any reason to go over the NQ, so I don't. I really never seen a reason to do that. And I'm definitely not one to go trade gold or oil. Honestly, if I'm not going to trade the ES, I'd rather go trade stocks. I'd rather go trade Tesla. What did Tesla do after all? Oh, wow. Tesla is showing a little bit of relative strength there. Go figure. Yeah, I have seen a buddy of mine. He trades the ES and he trades the NQs, right? And he's you know, that thing moves crazy points, man. Like insane. I don't how much like one NQ, how much is that per point move? Like the ES is $50 per point. What's the NQ? I looked it up the other day because I talk about it in the course I'm writing up. So I looked it up the other day so I could input it in there, but I forgot because I don't trade it. Oh, so it's like the MES? Oh, okay. It's like four MESs. There are times where simply put the Nasdaq is moving much more meaner than the SPY, you know. So there's definitely times where there's more opportunity in the NQs than in the ES. Is my camera sideways? It was sideways. $10:57 a.m. Guys, I'm done on the day. So unless you all have some more questions, I think I might kick off the weekend a little bit earlier today. Go get that tea, Dan. Go get that tea. Maybe when you come back, we finally broke those 50s and extended, and you can get a bounce back into it. 11 a.m. Oh, we're getting that crack there. All right, brother, you too. The beast, you're still in here. Did TraderVate start working for you? Nice, man. Good. Good. I wonder what happened there, man. Oh man, I missed some questions earlier. I'm sorry, guys. Fatma says, what are your investing plans for the year? Um, I'm not putting in any extra money to work right now in the market because I'm waiting to see whether or not we get that extreme recessionary fears that if we do get them, because we're going to get that recession, we crack last year's low. If we do that, then I'll throw out some more money out there. And then I'm still sitting on a good amount of cash there to invest into real estate. But I got to wait for the right deal. I'm not going to FOMO into another property. I mean, I've never FOMOed into a property. I'm just saying I'm not going to FOMO into a property. Are you more bearish or bullish type of trader? I am a trader, therefore I am not biased in any one direction exclusively. You could say that I like longs more, but honestly, over the last over the last year and change, I've been more bearish. Well, but because the market's been bearish. So if the market's giving me bearish opportunities, I'm going to come in and I'm going to be bearish, you know, but I'm not a perma bear, in other words, or a perma long. Okay. I think that's it. I think I caught up. Can't believe I missed those two. My bad, guys. Yeah, man. The software was like, give me a break, the beast. The software was like, no, give me a break. Can't take it any longer. All right, guys, 11 a.m. I think I am out of here. And what I'll do is over the weekend, I'll be posting out some YouTube shorts and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for those. I'll see you guys Monday, 9:15 a.m. We'll see what this market wants to do. Right now, we're just really grinding there at the lows. 50 still trying to hold up support. I'm not looking to get long anything here for any sort of reversal. I am excited for next week. I think that this kind of action should give us some sort of continuation next week. I think we could bounce the SPY off of this 200-day moving average, just a technical bounce. We can get nice little longs, but eventually I think that cracks and we get down here to this 100-day moving average at 390 before we get our next potential little bear market rally back into 400. So I'm really excited because we're finally, oh my God, man, this was the most frustrating like 2 weeks of life. That chop, oh my God, man, it was disgusting. I hated it. So I am looking forward to maybe a continued drop and then another bounce, and then we can get another drop before things start to get choppy again before the March FOMC meeting. When we get that meeting, I think we should get further continuation, potentially to the downside, maybe get the SPY down into the 380s. We'll see what happens. All right. You guys have yourself a great weekend. Thank you very much for tuning in. All right. I hope, I know some of you guys caught some really good trades today, so congratulations on that. And I hope that next week we have another banner week, to be honest. It would be friggin' awesome and very much welcomed. Have yourselves a great weekend, and I'll see you all Monday. Peace.